but I wanted to talk about this other show called Forever. So there's a Netflix show called Forever, and apparently it's an adaptation of a Judy Blume book called Forever. And because I'm like Judy Blume, I know that name. Like I'm like, who is Judy Blume? And I had to look it up, and I'm like, is Judy Blume black? Like whatever. No, so Judy Blume is not a black lady. She's a white author, and so this is a modern adaptation, but about black love, so to speak. So this book, um, it comes from a novel that deals with teens finding love while navigating their lives with parents that have high expectations for them, right? So yeah, you have it's like a coming of age like love story. So you got a kid, you got these two kids, they go to private schools. um, they meet during New Year's. It was like New Year's Eve. They happen to meet. They hit it off. The boy, his name is Justin. The girl's name is Keisha. So when Justin, like he takes a liking to her. One of the first things he learns about her is that this girl Keisha has a reputation. Well, Keisha, right? Keisha had a sex tape going on. Like there was a sex tape of her out there. So obviously, like Justin's dealing with that peer pressure, that weirdness of it all because like finding this out, like he likes this girl, but then he found this out, and then one of his first encounters, one of his first dates with Keisha, she was about to, she's about to give him some delight, you know what I'm saying? And he turned her down, and he asked, it's funny because he's awkward. Like I wouldn't say they say he had ADHD. I would say I mean, he was acting like he was on the spectrum a little bit. But he had a real shrewd, like a real weird awkwardness to him. Really introverted, but he does have friends. He plays basketball. He likes to make beats and stuff like that. But yeah, he ended up making a comment like, hey, you're not trying to do this to me because I bought you something. And then it like kind of blew up in their faces. It was cool to see like just this back and forth, you know what I mean? And kind of like I like how they tried to make this take place a couple years ago. So like it starts in like 2017, and then I think we get up to like 2019 when this, and fortunately, so the way this was, I thought it was like a little underwhelming, but then I find out that they're coming back for another season because this felt like a limited series. So like the way it ended, I was like, bro, are we seriously doing that? But yeah, man, they end up finding each other, and kind of working through their issues, and then they both have pressures to like get to college and figure out what they're going to do at the next level. Keisha has these barriers because she's been kind of ostracized by her peers, and she had to move schools because of that tape. And then and then you got Justin, he doesn't really know what he wants to do. He's good at basketball, but he's not getting the playing time that he kind of deserves. His mom has a cookie cutter plan for how his life is supposed to work out. He's supposed to go to this college, he's supposed to do this, supposed to do that. And that's where he's kind of struggling a little bit because he's trying to find his own identity, but then he's trying to find love, and then he's trying to reconcile that, and it's a really good story. Again, I gave out a little bit, but I didn't really give out any spoilers, you know what I'm saying? So like definitely something is too much to talk about because I watched the whole series. It's definitely too much to just break down the full thing, but I definitely want to give my review of it. So I did hear that there were a lot of spoilers on this. So like there are some people that didn't watch it because of spoilers. Luckily, I feel fortunate because I missed those spoilers. And again, if you're watching this, you're not getting any. I'm not giving you too much about anything. I did really love it though. I'm gonna be honest. I did really like it. I wanted to binge watch the whole thing. Like I remember the first four episodes. Like I was hooked. I was like, okay, like, and just the way they were ending the episodes and going into the next thing. It was really good. It was really good. So I watched like the first four episodes like back to back to back to back, and then I was watching them like sporadically. So it took me a little bit to get through the series. I thought the casting was really good. Wood Harris plays Justin's father. I thought that was A1 casting. I think he has a very relatable personality, and he's the kind of dad that I think that a lot of young black men, my age even too, like a lot of young black men would appreciate. You know what I'm saying? He's supportive. You know what I'm saying? Like so he goes to bat for his son, supports him in whatever he wants to do. He's protective of his interests, but also like he's that good buffer between the mom and him, and then he's very understanding and down to earth, right? So very relatable, knows how to talk to his son about uncomfortable topics, but then like even when he's giving a lecture, it doesn't feel like a lecture. It just feels like two men are having a conversation. And I think, that's why I strive to be as a father. Like I don't want to constantly lecture my son. I want to have conversation with him where there's kind of like a mutual understanding. The mom, great casting as well. She was a lot. She was a lot at first, but I did grow on her because at the end of the day, she had her son's best interests at heart. The character's name was Dawn, but the actress's name is Karen Pittman. And I looked at what she's done. I've never seen any like I see she's done quite a bit of work, but I've never seen anything that she's been a part of. So I've never really seen her on camera. Fine. She was fine. She was sexy. That was good casting. Like so, and they look like a good couple. Her and Wood Harris playing the parents. Um, I thought the kid that played Justin. I thought he was good. I thought it was you know awkward teen. I thought he played. There were some moments where you get frustrated with him a little bit, and I thought Keisha was great too. Bubbly, good personality, nice appearance, you know what I'm saying? I didn't think her mom didn't really fit to me. Like her mom looks like casting wise, she looks like she could play Keisha's mom, but I just thought the actress, she just didn't fit. She didn't fit like she seemed a lot younger than what the role she was trying to play. Like her and Keisha seemed a lot closer in age than they probably were supposed to. Now maybe that was intentional, like and like she was. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but um yeah, again, I did think that this was a miniseries, and I thought it ended poorly. But then finding out there was a season two, it made me feel good. Let's see, it was a beautiful story. It was a beautiful story overall. But I thought that the depictions of being a team were a little bit off to me. I know this is a new day and age and everything, but I don't know many young boys that would be cool with the girl that they're pursuing if a tape came out about them. I mean, now granted, there might be some boys that might look at that as an opportunity to just kind of like, get one thing out of that girl. But like, high school in particular, man, it's filled with so much like you deal with so much insecurities and things like that that to where bro, like when even just hearsay, like I remember when I was in high school, if like people would you would have an interest in a girl, and now looking back retrospect, like most of the stuff that people was talking about was BS. Like most of the stuff they were saying was BS, and I don't know if that's just the nature of like young kid, like adolescence, when we're trying to find love and we're trying to date. Like it feels like there's a microscope on you, and it feels like everybody has input. But like I remember talking to some girls, and then like people just prefacing to me, like they find out I talked to a girl or dating a girl, whatever, and is people running down this girl's history, like, oh yo, she did this, oh she used to go with this person, oh, and like talking about sexual acts that like may or may not have happened. um there's a microscope, you know what I mean?